Dear friends, this video analyzes the importance of creating a scientific temper, humanism, and the spirit of inquiry and reform as per the fundamental duties that has been enshrined in the Indian Constitution under Article 51A within bracket H of the Constitution of India. In this matter, whether the Prime Minister of India, who is the head of the government and who controls the cabinet and represents the country at a global level and takes all decisions, cabinet decision as per the Indian constitution, and also is the third citizen of India next to the president and the vice president of India. But his contribution towards creating the scientific temper, humanism, the spirit of inquiry and reform is not up to the remark. The Deccan Chronicle newspaper in today's editorial has given a finest picture or critical analysis and satirical things in its editorial. I give it verbatim. The project to rediscover scientific gems that lay hidden it in ancient texts got a major boost in the last decade when the Suffrage Alliance came to power at the center, and the Prime Minister of India was in fact championing it. You would uncover the truth behind the birth of Karna, the warrior hero of Mahabharata, was a product of genetic science. It helped him to take birth outside the mother of womb. Mr. Modi would also attribute the elephant head of Lord Krishna to plastic surgery. There was no stopping of the proponents of the ancient Indian wisdom and knowledge system once they got the imprimatur from the Prime Minister. People started discovering here, inventing new discoveries from the Puranas, which included a fleet of aircraft, guided missiles, and even atom bomb. The 100-strong Kauravas owed their birth to stem cell and test tube technology. Exclaimed a scientist at the Indian Science Congress, once a congregation of scientists from India and abroad. Pseudo scientists them then rushed to the platform vacated by scientists. People who have not passed their matriculation would lecture in science conferences. Those with a criminal past would pontificate on elements in the allowed precincts of scientific institutions. Universities would launch studies into discovering the benefits of cow dung and urine. Medical experts, in fact, feared for the worst when local scientists expounded the ability of cow dung to eliminate the coronavirus at a time the pandemic was killing thousands. Oh, yes, we have a constitution that calls for promoting a scientific temper, and I had a prime minister who called engineering marvels the temples of New India. But that was another generation and another nation. Hence, there is no wonder the director of Institute of Technology Madras, which trains some of the best brains in science and technology, would publicly endorse the medical value of cow urine with no data to support it. Bharat, that is India, is in the making. That was the critical analysis of the Deccan Chronicle newspaper in today's editor. We concur the editorial of the Deccan Chronicle newspaper. The point of the matter is that Prime Minister being the head of the government and a council of ministers who has powers to appoint ministers and dismiss ministers and represent the country and the nation at a global level, must be in a position to give only things that are combined together with scientific temper, humanism, spirit of inquiry, and reform. That must be the fundamental duty of every citizen of India, including the Prime Minister of India. Thank you so much.